In addition to some of our Thought of the Day clips, we will also be offering some, deeper devotions for those that want to kind of prod a little bit deeper than some of the Thought of the Day stuff that we do. So let me read a passage and then just offer a really brief reflection on it, perhaps something additional for you to ponder today. It's a reading from Philippians, and I'm using the Message translation. Do everything readily and cheerfully, no bickering, no second guessing allowed. Go into the world uncorrupted, a breath of fresh air in this polluted society. Provide people with a glimpse of good living and of the living God, and carry the light-giving message into the night, so that I'll have good cause to be proud of you on the day that Christ returns. You'll be living proof that I didn't do all this work for nothing. Even if I am executed here and now, I'll rejoice in being an element in the offering of your faith that you make on Christ's altar, a part of your rejoicing. But turnabout's fair play, you must join me in my rejoicing. Whatever you do, don't feel sorry for me. What I found amazing about this passage is that Paul is encouraging people to be grateful and to give thanks to God. But it's not kind of an airy-fairy giving thanks to God. It's not based out of some positive experience that Paul's having. It's easy to thank God or thank others or be thankful when we've got something that we wanted or something's going right for us. But it's far more difficult to give thanks when we are experiencing the reality of this life that is bitter and hard. And Paul himself is actually in prison and about to be executed. And yet here he is encouraging others to be thankful to God. And he himself saying, I am thankful to God. As I said, this is not some waffly kind of thankfulness. This is thankfulness grounded and centered, placed right smack in the middle of the hardship and, hard realities of this world. And that kind of thankfulness, Paul thinks, will somehow safeguard our soul from being polluted by the world as we turn our eyes to God in the hardship, in the difficulty, in the pain. By giving thanks to God in the midst of what's going on around us, somehow we fortify our soul against corruption and pollution. This world wants to corrupt us. This world wants to pollute us through and through. And we can sometimes wonder about why people do awful things to one another. At some point, the soul has been polluted. And for us to avoid that, we're encouraged to give thanks to God in all circumstances and not allow the pain and bitterness of the world to infect our soul with pain, bitterness. And from that, of course, we would inflict pain and bitterness on one another. But if we're giving thanks to God, if we are honouring God with our lives, we are protecting ourselves, and God protects us from those rough edges, from those hard moments, from the many painful situations that we will go through.